Hey guys, I just wanted to do my review of Supergirl Season 2, Episode 5, Crossfire. So the story involves a group of robbers led by a guy named Chet Miner. They start challenging Supergirl using various alien guns. And then, of course, there's these messages from Katniss demanding the repealing of the Amnesty Act, allowing aliens to be treated as American citizens, living in peace on Earth, or at least in the United States. And Kara and the DEO figure out that Katniss must be arming Miner's team. They want to go after Lena Luthor, but the Doctor, as she refers to herself as, says that it's not worth going up against a Luthor. They're going to end up regretting it. He doesn't care. Lena holds a fundraiser in which she ends up inviting both Kara and Supergirl after not realizing they're one and the same, after meeting Kara and both of her personas. And Kara is basically trying to help Mon-El integrate himself into society by getting him a job at Catco and wearing these clothes with the glasses and the kind of Clark Kent-esque disguise. And it kind of reminds me, I don't know if anybody ever watched the Alan Strange on Nickelodeon, where it's like he doesn't know how to work a phone, and Kara tries to tell him he has to pick up a phone and says hey, this is Mark at Catco. They have this funny scene where it's he just leans into the phone and talks at it instead of picking up the receiver and talking into it. That was kind of funny to me. They have Miss Tessmacher still working there under Jimmy Olsen, and she has the hots for Mon-El, and Mon-El uses that to his advantage to basically blow off all of his responsibilities and defer them on to Miss Tessmacher and ask her to do all of them. And even gets to the point where Kara catches both of them about to have sex in the copy room, and it leads to him getting fired. And after having a heart-to-heart with Alex and saying that Kara is forcing Mon-El to be too much like her and follow the same path in the same way that Alex used to try to do with Kara when she was first adopted, that she's got to lead on his own path. And it leads to him looking at this, getting Kara coming to accept that fact, coming to talk to Mon-El and giving him a guide to National City. But knowing what a pervert Mon-El tends to be, she has to rip out the section of the guide where you would lead him to going to a strip club. And during Lena holds the fundraiser, and when they are attacked with the alien weapons, Kara has to talk to Wynn about asking for his help to pull off Operation Doubtfire, which is basically her basically her and Wynn causing distractions from Lena, so that way she can super speed and fly off and switch out of her Supergirl and her civilian personas. But then when the robbers attack, you find out that the whole thing was a ruse, and Lena Luthor had actually constructed a device that was supposed to disable the alien weapons that Miner's gang had, and she originally was having trouble getting it to operate. And Wynn, using his expertise, was able to finally get the EMP to disable all the weapons, and of course they're all taken into custody. But because they were both under the table during the whole assault, that it came across as looking like Wynn has to awkwardly explain if they weren't having sex under the table when the whole thing was going down. And another side story is that Jamie starts operating as a vigilante because during the first attack by Miner's gang, and they attacked Kara, they basically drove off and drove over Jamie's camera, and then all of a sudden it was just like, oh my god, I had to honor my father's memory and become a superhero because Jamie's father was in the military. And it comes across as kind of sudden, but I mean, if you think about it, I mean, like you said, they mention James' father in the military, and how he's even back in season 1, how he wanted to get out of like Kara wanted to get out of Superman's shadow and not just feel like a sidekick. And he even mentions how he doesn't want to be. He's friends with people who have like superpowers, can do all these amazing things. And Wynn finds out. And Wynn tries to talk him out of it because of the fact is like, you know what, we were able to help in our own ways. It's like Wynn says like, I'm the tech guy, like I'm meant to help using my expertise, using my brains to help out the DEO and Kara and everything like that. And it's like if James continues doing this, he's gonna get himself killed, and it leads to him like going to. Even though he shows up at the DEO, like just you almost think he's stopping by to say hi to Wynn, but he makes it like blatantly obvious that he's trying to get more intel about how the tracking patterns or how they've been tracking Miner's gang, and he goes to the location where they're least likely to show up, and they turn out they do show up there, and he just basically wears like I think like a scarf. He covers his face and then goes and armed with a bat trying to stop them, and he almost gets killed. And one of the guys tries to bring down a building, and he's able to try to get out as many people as he can. And Wynn finally relents and decides that he's going to make a power suit for James, knowing that he's not going to stop pursuing this endeavor. And the doctor shows up at Lena Luthor's office when at the end of the episode where Kara and Lena are conversing, and it turns out that the doctor is actually Lena and Lex's mother, Lillian Luthor. And also another fact is that when Alex realizes that Maggie got dumped, she keeps trying to insist that they go and hang out and ask her out on another date. And Maggie asks if Alex is gay. She denies it, but then Maggie says, "Like, you're not the first person to have that reaction when I call them out on that." And she's forced to process this. She doesn't get a chance to tell Kara about it, but she just goes to Maggie and tell her at the alien bar that she's thought about what she said and realizes that there's some truth to it, and the conversation kind of ends there. So, like I said, it seems James wanting to become a superhero seems kind of sudden, but I think it's part of the fact that, considering like all of the stuff they're exploring this season with aliens being assimilated into society, and things about prejudice and race relations and whatnot, and it just seems like Kako is like, I guess it's obvious they don't want to like jettison the actor, but Kako is becoming less relevant to the show as we go deeper to these themes. So I understand where they're going with this, and I actually think it actually does make James more useful in that respect to like the overarching narrative for season 2. So what do you guys think of the idea of James becoming a vigilante? What do you think of the Maggie Alex relationship? Do you think Lena is still going to have some connection with her mother and Katniss's agenda? Leave your thoughts in the comments down below. If you like this video, like, share, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Take care.